Welcome to today's Tea Time audio story. It's time to slow down, take a deep breath, and enjoy a moment just for you. As you sip your favorite tea, let your mind drift into the world of stories, where imagination comes alive and anything is possible. Listening to audio stories isn't just entertaining, it's also a wonderful way to relax, spark creativity, and improve your English in a natural and enjoyable way. Stories have the power to transport us to far-off places, introduce us to new characters, and remind us of life's little lessons. So whether you're here to unwind, learn something new, or simply enjoy a quiet escape, this is your time. Get comfortable, let your worries melt away, and allow today's story to take you on a journey. Let the magic begin. Paris had always been beautiful at night, but tonight, it felt different. The streets of Montmartre shimmered under the soft glow of street lamps. The distant hum of the city wove itself around Elise and Adrian as they strolled hand in hand through the quiet alleys, the air crisp with the promise of autumn. It was a night meant for lovers, meant for people who were unafraid to get lost in the magic of Paris. For once, Elise wasn't thinking about her bakery, about tomorrow's menu, or about whether the dough would rise just right. Instead, she was thinking about this, about the warmth of Adrian's hand in hers, the way he occasionally glanced at her when he thought she wasn't looking, the way his thumb absently traced patterns against her skin. It still didn't feel real. But then again, neither did the way Adrien Laurent, businessman, executive, walking enigma, had spent the past week in her kitchen, flower in his hair, attempting, and failing, to master the art of making millefeuille. Yet here they were. They reached the steps of Sacré-Cœur, the highest point in Paris, and Elise sighed at the view. The city stretched before them like a painting, golden lights blinking against the dark sky. It was breathtaking, and yet, she felt Adrian's gaze on her more than the view. "You're staring," she murmured, still looking at the city. Adrian smirked. "You're more interesting than Paris." She rolled her eyes but couldn't stop the smile that pulled at her lips. "You really do know how to charm your way out of anything, don't you?" He turned toward her fully, his expression softening. "I'm not trying to charm my way out of anything. I'm just enjoying this." She swallowed, heart skipping a beat at the quiet sincerity in his voice. "Me too." For a long moment, they simply stood there, soaking in the stillness of the night. Then Adrian exhaled and rubbed the back of his neck, a rare, unguarded gesture. "I have something for you," he admitted. Elise blinked. "You do?" He reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a small, folded envelope. "It's nothing grand," he said quickly, almost as if embarrassed. "Just something I thought you'd like." Curious, she took the envelope, her fingers brushing against his. Slowly, she unfolded the paper inside. The moment she saw what it was, her breath caught. It was a business plan. For a second bakery. Her bakery. She looked up at him, stunned. "Adrian, what is this?" He exhaled, watching her carefully. "I know how much Le Petit Délice means to you. And I know you've been wanting to expand but haven't had the time or resources. So, I thought, maybe, we could do it together." Her heart was pounding now. "You're serious?" He nodded. "I want to help you. Not because I think you need my help, but because I believe in you. In this." Elise stared at him, overwhelmed. This was too much. Too big. Too generous. "Adrian," she started, shaking her head. This is incredible, but I don't. I'm not asking for anything in return," he interrupted gently. I just want to see you build something even bigger. Something that's yours. She swallowed hard, emotions threatening to overtake her. She had spent so much of her life guarding herself, convinced that she had to do everything alone. But now, here was Adrian, standing before her, offering not just his support but himself. His belief in her. His willingness to be part of something she loved. And that terrified her more than anything. What if it doesn't work? She whispered. What if we? Adrian reached for her hands, squeezing gently. Then we figure it out. Together. She let out a shaky breath, looking down at the business plan again. The reality of it settled into her bones. A second bakery. A chance to grow, to build something new. And standing beside her, offering his unwavering support, was the man she had once convinced herself was never meant to stay. Maybe she had been wrong. Maybe, just maybe, Adrian Laurent wasn't just passing through her life after all. Elise looked up at him, her decision made. Okay, she whispered. Adrian's lips curved into a slow, breathtaking smile. Okay. And as he leaned in, pressing a soft, lingering kiss against her forehead, she knew. They weren't temporary. They were building something real. Thank you for joining today's Tea Time story. We hope you enjoyed this journey into the world of imagination and storytelling. Whether it made you smile, sparked a new thought, or simply gave you a moment to relax, we're grateful to have shared this time with you. Thank you for listening and being part of our story time. Keep dreaming, keep imagining, and we'll see you again for another magical tale soon. Until next time, take care and happy listening.